Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would just put a few Miniverse together that have been sitting around, and let's just get started. So here's the little tray. I have some wicks here, and if you guessed it, yes, we are making a candle. And we have our eucalyptus, very nice, and we have aren't they cute? Love it. So let's go ahead and do that. We get 2 of these. There's a tall one and a shorter one. I love the container or the tray that goes. I'll just do that and see. I love the look of that. And of course we do get our nozzle and we get our tongs. So let's just get started putting this together. We're going to open up our resin. So we're just going to take our wicks out. So I just added a tiny bit of resin in the bottom. We added our wick, and I'm just going to hold that straight so that when we do put the rest of it in, it is straight. It's not going to lean over like it is here. Okay, let's go put that under the LED light. So now we're just going to continue with our resin. So we added our resin, and now we're just going to cure it. And we're just going to repeat the same one for this one. So we're just going to clip our wick a little shorter. And there you have our candles, looking wonderful. Go on and make our coffee drink. And we have our little mug here. We have our tongs, our straw, our ice, and the sweet little coasters that says Rise and Shine Coffee Company. So we're just going to add some of this into our container like so. Oh, look at how nice and dark that is. And then we're going to add some ice. Open our ice here. And we're just going to add half of this inside. And then we're going to add a tiny bit more coffee on top to cover it. Well, let's go ahead and cure that. Here's our nice ice cold drink. Looks delicious. We're going to put that right on our little coaster there. I think it turned out very well. Let's go on to the next one. So now we're going to look at those. What we're making is the taiyaki. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Ice cream. These are the, look at this, the little fish containers. Isn't that sweet? So let's go ahead and put our table up here. We get our tongs. We have our vanilla custard. 2 of those in there. We have our little stand. Beautiful sprinkles. We have our cotton candy syrup. And just the lid to our lid here. So let's get started. So we're just going to take this out of our package here. And look at that. And then we're going to put our custard, at least one of them, goes inside here. Like so. And then we're just going to add these cotton candy syrup on the top. So let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and I put some resin in the bottom just so that it would stay in place and not move around. And now we're just going to take one of our custards here, and we are going to add on our cotton candy resin. And I had to add a nozzle. I'm not sure if this other one is supposed to open or not, but to make it easier. And then we're just going to go around in a spiral and add that and then put our sprinkles on top. Now we are going to add our sprinkles. So let's continue on with the next one here. So now we're going to add our sprinkles on this one. Do the back. And it looks wonderful. So this is from the Make It Mini Food Series 3. And just to show you, I do have this one that I want to make. And I also have made the hazelnut crepes in one of my other videos. And this is the ice cream one that we're doing now. And I think that's all I have for that series. I would like to have the rest. Yeah, I know I do have some of the food ones to still do. I'm not sure if I have that one, but our wonderful ice cream, very sweet. So let's go on to our next one. Next one, we're doing the Make It Mini Diner Series 4, and we are going to do this one, the donut milkshake, and that one is really cute. I have the other one, I'm not sure what series, but it has the same container, but it didn't have the donuts on top, so this one's really cute. So let's just go ahead and make this one. We have our awesome little container with all the little confetti on it. We have our straw, our whipped cream, and we have 2 in there. We have sprinkles. We have our donuts, which we are going to ice and put sprinkles on. And we have our little coaster in the shape of a donut there. That's really cute. And we also have our malted milk flavoring. So we're going to add that into our resin. And then add the straw. And then we're going to continue with the rest. So let's open our resin. So what we're going to do is just add our resin, and it is very thick. So I've only filled it up to here. I'm going to add a bit of the powder and mix it, and then I'm going to add the rest, and then we're going to cure that. So we have that all mixed in. I'm going to take our straw like so. And now we just have to make sure we have enough room to put our ice cream in. So it's going to be like that. So I'm going to cure that, and then we'll come back and then put this on the top. So I'm going to cure that and we'll come right back. So now we're going to go ahead, add some more resin, and then we're going to put now we're going to have fun decorating our donuts here. We have 2 chocolate and 2 vanilla. So what I'm doing is, this is from the other set I had, cotton candy, and I'm just going to put it on here. It is a little darker in color, and I think I like it better. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I put 1 coat of the icing on. I'm going to cure that, come back and put another coat. So we're just going to add some sprinkles. I have these ones from the other set and the ones that came with it. Let's go ahead and just do that. Now I think I'm just going to put these right on with the straw, and then we're going to cure it. And I believe, the order that it went in, I think the white one is on the top. And we have our delicious drink all made, and look how fancy it is. I even added a cherry from another set, and I decided to put these in the box here. They look awesome. Let's go on to the next one. Go on to the Make It Mini Food Series 3. We start by putting our table together. We have our tacos. And look how cute they look. We have our can of taco beef, our shredded cheese. It's actually this one we're making, which is the crunchy tacos. We have our dinosaur here, our lettuce, our hot sauce. We get our nozzle and our tongs. So let's put it together. So I just placed the taco in the holder, and now we're going to add some beef. Time to add our hot sauce. Now the lettuce. And don't forget the cheese. I think that turned out very well. Looks yummy. And here's my little princess in her bed. I love how well this turned out. See what's inside this one. First, we have our placemat that says mancha, and then we have our pasta. We have our herbs and our cherry tomatoes. Now we are going to add our herbs. And then our basil to go on top. Add a few cherry tomatoes. The tomatoes are adding a lovely touch of color. So I just went around the outer edges and in the center. And there you have it, our wonderful pasta dish, and I think it looks delicious. We have our placemat, our chopsticks, our table, and our sushi. And our resin here, which is our rice vinegar. And our bowl. And of course, our rice. Now we are going to take our rice and place it in our bowl. We are going to add our rice vinegar. Let's open up our sushi. We have our rice mold. Now we are just going to fill up our silicone molds with the rice so that we can put the sushi on top. So far, so good. Now we are going to add our sushi on top of the rice. This is my cat Midnight. This is her princess bed she's in. Now we are just taking out the 2 leftovers, placing them in the bowl. I'm adding 2 of the sushi pieces to go on top. And there you have it. It looks wonderful. And for our next capsule, we are going to make some macarons. And they have 3 colors here. And the nice little box to put them in. We have our frosting. And here is our instruction booklet. To use my scissors here. We are just going to scoop out some of this thick icing and put it between the cookies. After curing, they're ready to go in their box. They look so yummy. And what do we have in the next one? Well, we have our white table. We have our cake stand. We have the doily to go on top. And our chocolate cake. And we do have our glaze and our chocolate curls in white and chocolate, white and brown. We have our tongs and we have our cake lifter. And this is the picture, and it looks fairly simple. We're just going to open up our cake. Next is part 2.